The new limited time modifier is finally here, and with it a new mini rift where we can get free rewards like charms and calling cards. So let's talk about the modifier itself. And as you can see, or better yet, can't see, the entire map is covered in a dark fog that prevents you from seeing from afar, and the third radius is completely gone. This is applied to both survivors and killers, so sound is extremely important in this game mode, and you will have to listen closely to the breathing sounds of killers or the noises of the survivors in order to find them. This is also the way you will be finding generators, as in this mode, they all start by making noise, which also allows the killers to kick them at the start and silence the generators in case you want to be extra annoying. As a survivor, you won't be able to see the progress of your heals nor the progress of the generators, so you will have to look at the pistons and sounds in order to know how long there is left to repair. While you are slugged, you also won't be able to see the progress either, but you will know when you reach the limit once you cannot earn any more blood points. As a killer, you won't be able to see scratch marks, so running as a survivor in an unpredictable way is crucial to escape the chases. In fact, while you are healthy, it's practically impossible for a killer to find you as long as you don't make any noises like repairing or jumping from heights. I found out that the strongest killers to play in this mode are characters that are silent and have tracking incorporated on their kit. For example, Cenobite, Xenomorph, and surprisingly, the character that I enjoyed the most was School Merchant. I also found it funny how Freddy is not available in this mode, but I guess that's because the way the modifier is created is thanks to a filter, and Freddy has his own filter in the dream world. However, I personally feel like this game mode is more fun as a survivor rather than a killer. The survivor gameplay is significantly different now that there are no meta perks like Windows of Opportunity or Adrenaline, so playing perkless does feel weaker than playing as a killer with no add-ons or perks, and not knowing how many generators are left does add to the pressure. So repairing that gen thinking it's the last one only to find out there is more left is actually really cool. The best part for me is taking super weird paths that killers won't expect thanks to the lack of scratch marks. This modifier highlights how important those are for the gameplay of the game, because losing track of a survivor is really easy here. The moment you are injured, it is significantly easier to find you, so meeting up with other survivors and healing as soon as possible is important. Of course, killers will sweat, slug and tunnel, and there isn't much we can do about it. Playing this mode is not only for fun, as there is a new small rift that allows you to get a charm, 2 banners and 2 icons just by completing the challenges, and they are really easy. And this is where the sad part is, because this modifier only lasts for 1 week and it will end on the 14th of February. So let's talk about the future of the game thanks to this modifier. Is it cool? Well, as the first one we got, I honestly like it a lot. The concept itself is simple and the game does change a bit, even though the gameplay aspect of it is exactly the same. The game mode suffers from accessibility problems, as sound is a very important aspect of this modifier, so players with hearing impairment will play worse simply because there is nothing to help them compensate for the lack of visuals. In terms of horror, is it scary? Well, it does make me more paranoid as I have to hear the breathing of the killers in order to know if they are coming my way, but besides that, the game itself is simply not scary no matter what killer I will go against. But going back to the future of the game, this is the first modifier we get. There will be more and more, and the fact we already have a way to incorporate a second queue in order to play the game is massive. I remember back in the days, one of the reasons why new game modes or a ranked queue was denied is because the devs didn't want to split the player base into 2 parts, as that would make the wait times in the lobby very long. But nowadays, since the game has so many more players and thanks to crossplay, this is no longer a problem, and I find that really cool. A month ago, I made a video covering the potential new game modes that might happen in the future, and I am sure the devs are already working on incorporating some of them for the future. If we get new modifiers every patch or in between monthly periods, I feel like that will help the game not feel stale and will potentially increase the longevity and player base of Dead by Daylight significantly more than a new licensed chapter would. This is what the game needs right now, a way to break the monotony and staleness of the exact same meta and playstyle constantly. The devs have already stated in the stream, as well as in their Twitter account, that this is mainly a test to see how well modifiers are received in the game, which is why it's such a short period of time. Take this mode as a beta for what it is to come in the future. And let's go back to another topic, and that is the fact that this game mode is proof that a casual and ranked playlist won't work to fix the problem the community has, because killers and survivors alike will play sweaty no matter what, since that's the nature of the game, to win. There are no funny moments, no weird interactions to make, no reward for not tunneling or camping or gen rushing. The blood point gain in this mode is less than in the original matchmaking because you cannot use offerings to boost the BP gain, so after you get all rewards, there is no point in playing this modifier over playing the normal mode, and that's a problem. Players will sweat, that's the point of any online video game nowadays, and Dead by Daylight is not a party game or a casual game anymore. I think the game needs a modifier that changes the gameplay so drastically that it makes the game feel like it has a new game mode. Prop Hunt from DbD Mobile, for example, is a great idea that changes the way the game is played. A team mode where you as a killer have to cooperate with survivors to win against another team, that was a game mode I found very interesting in the survey. But either way, I am glad the devs are experimenting with new ideas, and this is a massive step in the right direction that was needed a long time ago for the game, and I am looking forward to even more new modifiers in the future. And hey, one last thing, behavior. If you're watching this, then please make it so that custom matches have the option to add modifiers to it. I think there is insane potential in custom matches if the devs allowed us to add our own custom modifiers to it, like super speed, faster cooldowns, infinite hatchets, infinite exhaustion perks, stuff that completely breaks the game. That's the kind of things that help a game grow even more and add replayability thanks to the potential of making new content or for streaming new ideas. Let me know your experiences with this game mode. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.